Israel says it carried out overnight attacks on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, striking weapons caches and, quote, terrorist infrastructure. This comes just hours after 12 people were killed in a rocket attack on a sports field in the Isreal-occupied Golan Heights. Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has visited the site of that attack in the Arab town of Majdal Shams. The military says those killed were children and teenagers. Israel is blaming the Hezbollah militant group, which is backed by Iran and based in Lebanon. The group has denied being involved. The United Nations is calling for maximum restraint on the border between Lebanon and Israel, the scene of repeated hostilities.
This is the moment the missile strikes a football pitch in the town of Majdal Shams, where young players were enjoying a match. Distraught locals rush to help. But the deaths of a dozen youngsters prompt shocked calls for retaliatory action.
Israel needs to respond within hours. They need to give an ultimatum, either pull back or Israel wipes out southern Lebanon and anyone who is threatening the existence of the State of Israel. Our people cannot just be sacrificed. There cannot be casualties without any response, and there needs to be deterrence.
This is the deadliest attack along Israel's northern border since fighting between Israel and the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah escalated at the start of the Gaza war last October. But despite regular cross-border hostilities, Hezbollah denies targeting the football pitch in the Golan Heights. Israel's Prime Minister cut short a visit to the US.
I've been holding continuous security consultations, and I've decided to bring forward my return to Israel. I will convene the Security Cabinet as soon as I arrive. The State of Israel will not stay silent.
The UN has called for maximum restraint on the border between Israel and Lebanon, but this latest attack makes an already tense standoff more dangerous.
Joining me now is DW correspondent Tanya Kramer in Jerusalem. Hello, Tanya. What more do we know at this point?
Well, some of the victims have now been named here in the Israeli media. These are all younger children, teenagers between the ages of 10 and 20. At least 12 were killed in this strike on Saturday night, and many more, we understand, are also seriously injured, still in hospital. The sirens, from what we understand from eyewitnesses, is that the sirens went off in this Jewish community on the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights very shortly, and then the impact was heard shortly after, so there was not much time for people to run for cover, and the Israeli army is still also looking into it. Why this missile was not intercepted now. Hezbollah has denied responsibility, but Israel has dismissed that. And in a first retaliation, the army said this morning in a statement that they have retaliated and targeted overnight a number of what they describe as Hezbollah targets, such as combat infrastructure deep inside Lebanon and also in southern Lebanon.
Right. So what's interesting here is some sort of blame game going on also, talking about the initial attack. Israel says the attack was conducted by Hezbollah, but Hezbollah denies this. What evidence is there so far?
Well, that's right. I mean, Israel dismisses Hezbollah's claims that they didn't fire this rocket. Now, the military has said, the chief of staff, that it was a Falak missile with a 50-kilogram warhead that was launched towards the occupied Golan Heights, and that is part of the arsenal of Hezbollah. They also traced the trajectory of this missile. Now, the question is now what follows after that, and this has different layers. areas. Of course, this was an attack on the Druze community there in the north, and basically there are also Druze in Lebanon, also Druze in Syria. This could have repercussions also on Hezbollah domestically, but also, of course, we've seen in the past month since the war on Gaza started, since October 7, these cross-border attacks with tensions going up and down. And most of the officials here have said, or analysts, there would be one of such incidents where many civilians would be killed that could tip this balance, and there could be potential for a broader conflict.
Right, tensions are indeed running high. Tell us more about how officials inside Israel are reacting to this.
Well, we've heard a lot of condemnation, obviously, from different political leaders. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is on his way back from Washington. He said, quote, that Hezbollah will pay a heavy price for this attack, one that has not been paid so far. That's what he said. He has convened the Security Cabinet as soon as he will be landing. This is necessary if it pertains to a decision on a potential escalation on the war. There needs to be a vote, so we will know more about that later. But this is certainly a very dangerous situation right now here in the region.
Right. DW correspondent Tanya Kremer in Jerusalem. Thank you.